WAOH is brought to you in part by Ohio's #1 trusted real estate team, The Young Team. Online at theyoungteam.com.
Today I get to talk with Eleni Manousogiannakis, and she's the Executive Director of Better Kenmore CDC. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm well. How about you?
I'm good. I'm so glad to have you on the show. We have a love for Kenmore as well. We do a lot of things in Kenmore, my husband and I. And so I'm just thrilled to have you on to talk about what's going to be going on this summer. But before we get there, you are the new Executive Director. Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I actually grew up in Kenmore. I graduated from the high school 30 years ago.
You're like, can't tell.
Yes, thank you. And my parents actually still live in Kenmore, and so we're visiting Grandma and Grandpa all the time.
Wonderful.
So it's amazing to be back in the community where I grew up and giving in this different way.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. And you're back here with your family, with your kids, back in Ohio. You were saying you lived in California for a while. So we're thankful to have you back here in the area and running Better Kenmore CDC. So first of all, before we get into the Boulevard block parties, what is Better Kenmore CDC for people who have never heard of it and don't know much about community development corporations? What do you guys do?
So CDC stands for Community Development Corporation, and what that means is that we try and create an environment where people can live, work, and play. And that's the goal of all CDCs. Now, how that looks, it may be different in each community.
Right.
And we focus on three main areas. One is we support the local small businesses on the boulevard, and there are 40 to 50 on that stretch.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So important.
And we connect those businesses to resources available throughout the Akron and Summit County areas. We also serve as matchmaker to potential entrepreneurs looking for a storefront as we help to fill the vacancies in that retail corridor. And 11th to 16th Street is on the National Register of Historic Places because there are a lot of buildings that still have their original architectural characteristics. So that's really, really amazing. The other thing we do is we help curate some of the storefronts to increase the visual look and beautification of the area. We also help with the median where there were once trolleys underneath, right?
Yeah.
Where the trolley tracks ran, and we keep that nice and looking nice throughout the year. And the last thing that I'll speak to is the placemaking events that we do. Now, it's not just to have a great time, right? We want to show people the good of the neighborhood, that Kenmore is a great place to be. There are things to do. Come back and visit another time, even when these events aren't going on. And we focus on music because it's Music Row. There are 14 Kenmore-based music businesses, from live music venues to schools to nationally renowned guitar making and repair shops, and a lot of recording studios as well. So it's really, really amazing to see the ups and downs in the community over so many years that I've been around that.
Right. Yeah. I'll give a shout out to a couple things that I know about. Right now, Miller South, it came in and they're doing some of the storefront windows with their art students, which I think is really wonderful that those students get to, participate in making the boulevard more beautiful.
Yeah, Miller
showcase their art as well.
Yeah, they are really excited to be part of the community once that enrollment begins in fall of 2027. So
right.
I urge all your viewers to continue efforts in supporting that building coming to completion so the students can enjoy it and the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also just wanted to give a little shout out to the Rialto Theater because I know that they just do so much in the community and have so many bands there playing all the time. And I was just there for an event, and so they're one of the many places on the boulevard that has live music all the time. So if you're a live music lover, that's one of the places that you should be looking at and seeing what bands and what artists are coming, especially if you want to see local people.
And the Rialto is celebrating their 10-year anniversary this month, all month long. So I encourage you to check out their social media to see what shows and special things they're doing all throughout the month.
Yeah, and it reminded me of when you said historical buildings, that was the original name of that building, and it was a movie theater, and then it went through, of course, a lot of different changes, but now is the Rialto again, and so that's a beautiful story. But I want to focus in on the Boulevard Block Party. So in the past, you've had Kenmore First Fridays happening, changing it up a little bit this year. Boulevard Block Party happening. Share about that.
Sure. So this year, we will start our series of the summer off with a Saturday. All day.
Exciting. All day on a Saturday. Yes.
Saturday, June 7th. And we're going to have both sides of the boulevard blocked off when usually it's just the one side.
Mm-hmm.
And so that allows us to do a lot more things. With our kids zone, we'll have a petting zoo there by the library. We'll have an inflatable area, which we haven't had before.
So fun.
The library is a great partner in bringing some of those things in with the Rubber City Ukes. We'll also have some family-friendly music and more kid-friendly music in the afternoon. But before I get too far down that way, the morning of that day is going to start off with the Kenmore Cowbell 7K.
Yes.
And we encourage people to come and support the runners, walkers, and stroller pushers.
Yes, and actually I'll give a shout out to Akron Promise, who helps to put that on, and they're going to be on the show next week to talk about the Kenmore Cowbell. So we'll save all that info for then.
They can tell you the details of the routes and all that stuff.
Exactly.
And after that, we will have a parade in the community. And the last one was back in 2017. So everyone's really, really excited. We encourage you to sign up and be in it if you want. You can go to our website at betterkenmore.org and find that information. Then after the parade, we'll start our usual look of our First Fridays with food trucks, vendors, arts and crafts, and the kid-friendly zone. We'll have a beer garden this year, which we didn't have last year, and then live music throughout the day in different parts of the boulevard.
So exciting. Such a fun festival. I've loved being a part of it in the past, and I just love that, you're working to grow it and make it even better and just get more people out from all over Akron, because that's what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, folks are surprised. They come and there's so many bodies there. We say, we do some counting, and there are about 1,000 people that come through the event. I think we're undercounting based on some other AI kind of location data. But there are many, many people that we expect to be able to come and enjoy all that the Boulevard and Kenmore has to offer.
Absolutely. And you get to, like you said at the beginning, you get to also see the local businesses that are already there and kind of see what you want to come back and visit later. Grab some Pierre's Pizza or grab some Serena Tea. I know there's some just beautiful, wonderful places right there for people to be able to get some good food, some good tea. So I'm excited for that event. I'm super excited for the kids area being expanded. That sounds like so much fun for our families. And I know my kids have really enjoyed the kids areas. And
I hear you enjoy a parade as well.
I love a parade. So actually, I feel like I'd heard that you were doing that, but it hadn't registered in my brain until right now. So how fun is that? I love that you're doing that. All right. So one more time, all the information and then where people can find that information as well.
Sure. So we'll kick off on Saturday, June 7th all day. And then the other events will be July 11th. That's technically the second Friday because we don't want folks to have to choose between our event and the great other events in the Akron area for July 4th.
Wonderful.
And then August 1st and September 5th. And all that information is at betterkenmore.org.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate having you on the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've got more great stuff coming up next.